Can anybody tell me why being a KOTOR fan and a KOTOR YouTuber is this stressful all the time? I have had to be very patient today because I was woken up at 4:30 in the morning and I was forced to read all of this news about how the Knights of the Old Republic remake was cancelled again. It was like deja vu, and all of these major publications and news outlets were reporting that the game was canned. And why? Because a trailer was delisted from PlayStation's YouTube channel. And this is honestly one of my big issues with gaming journalism nowadays. Instead of being patient and really digging for the truth before you publicize something, everybody is just so reactionary without any consideration or thought. It's all about who can type the most provocative title and headline first so you get the most clicks. And I think today has proven once again, just like several times before now, that everything that's written about this game just seems to be blown out of proportion every single time. But anyway, today's video is going to be shorter than usual, so let's get into it. So if you're not aware with what's been going on today, last night a Reddit user discovered that PlayStation had privatized the Knights of the Old Republic remake trailer from 2021 from their official YouTube channel, and they also deleted the announcement trailer from Twitter. Of course, as soon as people started to get wind of this, there was an uproar on social media. Again, this isn't the first time about how the KOTOR remake is cancelled, blah 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 blah, but something seemed a little bit off to me because this was all on Sony's end. It wasn't deleted on Aspire's website, it was still on StarWars.com, all of the articles about it, it was even still on Aspire's Twitter, and so I decided to sit back and silently observe just to see if anything happened before making any comments about it, and I also reached out to some of my own contacts to see if they could shed some light on the situation. But of all the companies that could have replied a couple of hours ago now, Sony responded this evening in regards to the trailer delisting, stating that, as part of normal business, we delist assets with licensed music when the licenses expire. Now, just with the indefinitely delayed drama, the 2022 release date drama, the Sam Mags drama, there is going to be yet more negative stigma surrounding this game because people are just going to regurgitate the headlines, the provocative headlines about this game being cancelled as a fact. Sony losing the license is a totally different conversation to the game's cancellation though. And I think it's an important discussion too, because that is very odd. I even reached out to some of my former Aspire sources about this, and even they think it's a bit weird. But licensing, especially in music, is one of the most finicky things on the planet. There are numerous possibilities as to why the license might have expired on a Star Wars trailer. Perhaps it was something really innocent, like Sony just needed to renew the license and it was Lucasfilm that forced them to delist it for that reason, like a traditional copyright strike. Perhaps there's some mix-up with Aspire given they're no longer working on the project. There's just so many possibilities as to why this has happened. But it's an interesting development regardless that I will keep my eye on. But the fact of the matter is, the only information that we have about this game that is official is that we know it is still in development. This was proven in Embracer's earnings call back in August, with the Knights of the Old Republic remake clearly listed at the top of their games still in development. Embracer are going through a lot of changes right now and issues, and there is absolutely a possibility this could change. The games industry is unbelievably volatile. However, as of right now, the information we have officially is that the game is not cancelled, it is in development, and the only reason Sony delisted the trailer from their official PlayStation YouTube channel is due to an expired musical license. And if we don't hear anything about the KOTOR remake in the next few weeks or months, then I think the next time we will get some more information or an update on the game's development will be at the Embracer earnings call, and I think that's in November or December. I can't remember exactly which. And if there's anything that Star Wars teaches us, it's that we need to have a little bit of patience. And I really hope some of these media outlets and some of these Star Wars Twitter accounts can learn to have a little bit more of it before jumping on this unsubstantiated reactionary train. I'm also not going to sit here and say that I knew about this. I was just as stressed as everybody else. I don't have some kind of insider source here. I've been very open in saying that I don't know anyone inside Saber, and I actually don't think Saber like me very much. I reached out to many of the developers at Saber Porto and they either ignored me or said they don't want to talk to me, so I don't think I'm going to get any inside source in the future. But fortunately, some other top gaming journalists who weren't reactionary did get to the bottom of this before they posted BS and got Sony to confess what was going on with the musical license, so credit to those folk. I myself was unbelievably fortunate to have some really good connections with the people inside Aspire, and I guess lightning won't strike twice in that regard, because at the end of the day I'm not a gaming insider or a games journalist. I'm just a dude that makes videos about Knights of the Old Republic, but who knows, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this entire Sony drama in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to hit the like button because it helps me out a great deal. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date with all of the latest Knights of the Old Republic news. I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, may the Force be with you. Always.